Hello! Today we embark on a journey. 100 days. Will we survive, or will we succumb to the brutalities of life? Playing with the list of mods that you can find down in the description, but the most notable are royalty expansion, combat involved, and hygiene. Our scenario: Naked Brutality, Romeo and Juliet edition. You are both knocked out by unknown means. Apparently, your two families didn't take too kindly to the two of you hooking up. Something to do with both your families killing each other for generations? So cliche. Now you're both awakened in a drop pod, crashing into a distant planet. You're both naked and totally unprepared. Can you survive? Can you love? Storyteller, Randy Random on Strive to Survive. I want a chance because commitment mode is its own goddamn challenge. Our two lovers as they stand are Ryan Noob Torrijos and Chibi Fuji. Noob was the firstborn son of the Torrijos family. He spent many days on his family turtle farm, allowing him to grow an affinity for animals and plants. To pass the time, he picked up the hobby of running. Later in life, an interplanetary war broke out, and every firstborn son under the age of 25 was conscripted to fight in the war. Noob's time as a space marine gave him skills in both shooting and medicine, as well as the strength to fight, build, and mine. Chibi spent most of her younger life in a coma, leaving her with porcelain-like skin. To make up for this time, she went off on the deep end trying to learn and gain experiences she had missed before. With her family being mid-level nobles, she had the capital and the means to accomplish whatever she wanted. She spent a lot of her time learning forms of art, medicine, farming, and cooking. She would also talk to anyone that laid eyes on her. Leading in life to inherit a title from her parents, it was expected that she worked under the crown. She chose to be a ranger, one that spends their time gathering information on any interest expressed by the crown. This is how she met Noob. Noob had returned home with his experiences, allowing him to make the most successful farm of anyone in the region. The crown wanted to know how he was so successful and used that knowledge to expand their other farms to boost exports from the kingdom. Chibi was sent to gather information from him, and they hit it off. After a few months, the crown had not received any progress on Chibi's mission. It was discovered that she not only hooked up, but married Noob. When the crown and Chibi's family discovered this, they were furious. They immediately sent them off planet to hide the transgression from the general public so that the crown could maintain their image. This is a story about two star-crossed lovers fighting to survive a distant world, with Chibi fighting to regain the title she rightly deserves, as well as the wealth and fortune that comes with it. Day 1. Our two colonists crash land in a rainforest near the equator of the planet. This causes it to be permanently summer all year round, but the cause is a greater risk of infections and diseases. They waste no time claiming old limestone ruins before they start to gather resources, chopping down trees to make furniture, collecting berries to make meals, an outhouse to allow them to relieve themselves in private, a stockpile for their resources, and a horseshoe set as to not go insane. Day 2. A flash storm comes in, but it doesn't cause too much damage for the surrounding area. Noob and Chibi pass the time chopping more trees and collecting more berries. We set out our plans for a table and a zone to start farming in. Day 3. We finish the construction on the table and craft some tools. Noob prepares more of our base's walls, and we cue weapon construction as well. We need to be prepared for the ensuing raids that will happen. Day 4. We construct a bath to allow our colonists to keep up their hygiene. Noob tidies up the barracks and Chibi crafts our weapons. They also collect more berries and Noob finishes the repairs on the base, thus allowing him to start mining. Day 5. We lay out the spot for a cotton farm. It can be used to craft better clothes and is essential for trade. We separate the mine from the house to keep the beauty in our barracks up. Then, a maddened monkey attacks, but is put down without much effort. Soon after, we were prompted to name the settlement and colony. We go with Chibi Noob after our star-crossed lovers. In the settlement, it's called Monkey's Hell, as the mad monkey is the most eventful thing to happen here. We kill another small animal before crafting a butcher's table and a fueled stove to make our meals. Day 6. We make a double bed for our lovers so they can get positive mood boosts from all the loving they'll be getting. We also make a passive cooler to keep the temperature down in the barracks. Day 7. One weekend and we're killing it, baby. By that, I mean our colonists are still alive. We're always low on food and medicine. We continue to hunt small animals for subsistence and mark the gold out to be mined. If a trader ever comes by, we can trade the gold for medicine, clothes, and food. Things essential for our survival. Day 8. We make a prison for any potential prospects to join the colony. We also harvest more berries and get some mining done. Later in the day, we get our first raid. A Neanderthal from Bulad, a large, fat, naked man named Huntsman. He needs some time to work up his nerve before he comes to charge us. So in the meantime, we have our first rice harvest. The raid finally starts, and we take much more damage than necessary, but Huntsman is dead, and we move on. Day 9. Day 9 is spent resting and healing. Noob builds a grave for Huntsman. Despite him being an enemy, he still deserves a proper burial. Chibi becomes pregnant, and a psychic soothe for males washes over the colony. Day 10 is spent mining further into the mountain. This will allow us to expand our living quarters without taking land from potential farms. Day 11, our first visitors. And they want to trade. We trade 59 gold for a bolt-action rifle, medicine, and 77 silver. Afterwards, we craft a research bench so Chibi can shuffle papers to become smarter. Since we're such a great host, the visitors gave us 84 silver as a parting gift. Day 12, we harvest more food from the surrounding trees and harvest more rice. That's it. Day 13, we've collected enough wood so that we can floor our house. What's the point of getting some loving in if you gotta get up and stand in the dirt afterwards? Noob also kills a cassowary so he can skin it and try to make some clothes. Day 14, Noob needs to level his construction so he can become smart enough to craft chairs and wind turbines. Two things that are equal levels of difficult. To understand these engineering feats, we have to have him construct the same chess table several times until he gains enough XP. Afterwards, Noob makes a tailor bench and Chibi starts work on the shirts for the both of them. Day 15, Chibi finishes the shirts. We lay down plans for a hallway and a freezer for food. Boom rats wander into our area and join the colony. We make a pen for them to live in. Chibi chops down more trees for wood. Day 16, we finish construction on the animal pen, move in the boom rats, and also expand the jail cell and bathrooms. Day 17, more bathroom expansion, baby. And then we also got mining going on, and we got building. Day 18, we receive our first quest from the Empire, a first step of many for Chibi to regain her rightful place at the top. The quest is to offer a pair of hands to the Empire in exchange for some honor. We will table this quest for now to weigh our options if we can support this at the moment. Chibi has shuffled enough papers to understand power storage, and we move on to beer production. Can't be happy without beer after all. Another wild monkey loses it and tries to attack us. A boom rat takes a hit, but we put the monkey down. Maybe it should have known our settlement name. We also started a small heel root farm to bolster our medicine stores. Chibi enters her second trimester and her pregnancy ever closer to having an heir to her empire. Day 19, Forsaken Travelers. A quest to allow people to stay in our colony for several days. Will they be traitors trying to take our colony, or just genuinely want some help? Only time will tell. Other than that, they are a welcome help. We're able to double our farm size, and they are able to clean and haul. We give them a room in our jail cell, which is now also our guest room. Day 20, we construct a stonecutter's table to give the colonists something to do when the farm doesn't need tending. We also finish the construction of the jail/guest room. Day 21, we deconstruct some more trees and replace our stools with chairs. We get our second raid. It's from the Tox group. In a mood with unwavering loyalty to the solid house with you, buddy. He's left bleeding on the ground to crawl back home. Everyone goes back to work, easily able to disregard the raider. A mad capybara appears, and he goes the way of the monkeys. Chibi's pregnancy is progressing, and we set up items for that. A crib for the newborn baby, as well as toys for the new kid. Day 22, Rotro needing help. A man with paralytic abasia wants to experience new cultures, but can't move. This sounds like the colony doesn't want to care for their colonists that can't move, and they're just disguising it as a way for them to experience new cultures. Doesn't matter to us though. We'll get a bionic lead and silver out of the deal, so win-win, I suppose. Day 23, we have a decent stockpile of animal skins and cotton, so we can make bills for a bunch of clothes now that we have the resources and manpower to dedicate time to making them. Day 24, Kit wants to join. One of the colonists in need of help wants to become a permanent member of our colony. Of course, Kit, welcome aboard. We're also starting the construction on the interior plumbing instead of just shitting in poop chutes. Day 25, we finish our first toilet and start working on our solar-powered water heaters. We'll have hot showers forever, baby. We plan an expansion for the bathrooms to 2 showers, 2 sinks, 4 toilets, and a bathtub. We got a plan for the massive colony we're gonna have after all. Day 26, the fleeing Praetor. An easy 8 honor for Chibi. A noble is begging for our help, and all we have to do is kill a guinea pig. Easy. Oh shit, a snake killed it. Sick. Well, that's 8 honor for no work. They really just give this shit out to anyone, huh? Now that Chibi has achieved the same honor as some ranking military or low-level diplomats, we give her a throne to ponder in. Soon after, we invite the consulate to bestow the rank, and hey, look at that! An honorable ceremony. That's an extra honor for us, baby. Now, let's play Who Doesn't Belong. I know it's hard. Just bear with us. I think you can get it. Oh look, it's the person wielding a club and wearing a cowboy hat. The one that outranks multiple military members and diplomats, all because a Praetor wasn't able to kill a fucking guinea pig. Day 27. A cold escapee approaches the colony with a request to talk. We sent out Steven because of his high social skill and his high level of disposability. The escapee wants to join our colony. There's clear signs she's hiding something, but we'll deal with that later. She dons on her cowboy hat and gets to work. Soon after, Chibi goes into labor. We all gather for the birth, but Chibi gets bored and decides to go play horseshoes instead. The baby's born. Fernand Webster Fuji, a healthy baby boy. Chibi breastfeeds the newborn while the father/husband stargazes outside and contemplates his life decisions. Day 28. When Chibi is finished feeding Webster, she puts him on the nightstand and passes out. We receive a quest about a scandal. An affair is happening between a noble and a commoner. How scandalous. Specifically between Musis Neforver and Marta Macius. Musis wants us to house Marta here as a prisoner until the whole thing blows over. Day 29. We set out our plans for a prison with a bathroom so we can house Marta and other future prisoners. We're also barely getting by with our food supply, but with Chibi recovering and getting back to work, we should be alright. Day 30. Several weapons fall from the sky, but they are pretty crap. We also work to expand the storage area. We need storage for all this crap that's falling from the sky. We can sell it for 3 silver after all, and that's good money. Day 31. We accept a the prisoner quest to house Marta in exchange, Chibi will receive 3 honor. For Chibi's psychic powers, we decide to make her a static lord, with the powers of Bolt and Chain Bolt. We plan out power lines throughout the colony as well, for our future AC/lighting systems. Day 32, we mark out components to collect, so we can build things like windmills, batteries, and AC units. More refugees approach requesting to join us for a small time while they get back on their feet. Let's hope they're as good as the other ones. Glitch, the cult escapee, reveals her secret. Her organs are rotting away. Specifically, both of her lungs and her kidney. She needs them all replaced. Visitors soon stop by after this. Sadly, they're not selling organs or food. We do buy some medicine and a reinforced barrel in exchange for some gold, a partyfe, and cowboy hats. Day 33. We're still running out of food, but don't worry about that. Campos is throwing a party for everyone. In the commotion of the party, Steven decides to betray the colony. What an asshole. In all of the confusion, we assume it was the new refugees and not the previous refugees that were betraying us. So we arrest Steven and one other colonist while the rest of them get away. Guess we're recruiting them the hard way. Day 34. The hero finally finished growing and we harvest some. We've also run out of food, so while we wait for the crops to grow, we hunt and kill 3 cassowaries. This should be enough to hold us over for a while. Thanks for watching the first installment of this amazing series. This is the best Rimworld series anyone has ever made in the history of the world. Like and subscribe to keep up with the channel and future episodes. Love you. Mwah.